Hi, Grandma. For my class, I learned about something called systems thinking, and I wanted to explain it to you. What is a system, you ask? A system is a group of connected parts that work together for a specific purpose or function. The key idea is that the parts are interconnected and they influence each other. We can find systems everywhere around us. For example, an ecosystem is a system. I like to think of it like a garden. In a garden, the soil contains nutrients that helps plants grow. Earthworms move through the soil and break down dead plants and organic material. This process fertilizes the soil and creates a healthy environment for new plants. These plants may produce pollen or nectar, which feeds birds and bees and animals. Some plants also produce fruit that animals can eat. When animals eat fruit, they digest the fruit and spread the seeds somewhere else. And those seeds grow into new plants, which feed more animals and more insects. Eventually, those plants die, and earthworms and other organisms break them down again. All of these parts are connected and constantly influencing each other. That is what makes it a system. In this class, we learned about 3 types of systems. The first is an open system. An open system works through a series of steps that produces something. A good example is an assembly line in a factory. Imagine a stuffed animal being made in a toy factory. It might start off as pieces of fabric. As it moves down the assembly line, the pieces are cut, sewn together, stuffed, and shaped until the final toy is completed. Each step builds on the previous step until the finished product is completed. The second type is a balancing system. A balancing system works to keep things stable. A common example of this is a thermostat in a house. The thermostat measures the temperature and turns the heating or cooling system on when the temperature changes. Once the house reaches a desired temperature, the system turns off again. This constant adjustment maintains a steady temperature, which is why it's called balancing. The third type is a reinforcing system. A reinforcing system happens when one action causes a reaction that keeps growing stronger over time. A good example is a viral video on the internet. One person shares it with a few friends, and then those friends share it with more people, and those people share it again. And as more people share the video, it just spreads faster and faster and keeps growing. One system that I happen to know a lot about is the endocannabinoid system. The interesting thing about this system is that it exists naturally in the human body, and everybody has it even if they have never used cannabis. Your body actually produces its own molecules called endocannabinoids. These molecules send signals to your cells, and they help regulate things like pain, appetite, sleep, and mood. These endocannabinoids connect to receptors in your cells and then send signals throughout the body. These signals tell your body how to respond, such as when you need to rest or eat or respond to pain. After your body finishes using these molecules, special enzymes break them down and recycle them. Then the body can produce more when they are needed again. Cannabis is interesting because it produces its own compounds called cannabinoids, which can interact with the same receptors in the body. The most common cannabinoid is THC, which many people use for pain relief. There is also CBD, which is associated with its calming effects. There are cannabinoids that help with sleep, CBN. THCV, a lot of people find very energizing. And CBG can help induce appetite. has anti-nausea properties and can be effective for menstrual cramps. Because these compounds interact with the same receptors, they affect the signals being sent through the system. Overall, the endocannabinoid system works as a balancing system in the body. Its job is to help maintain homeostasis, which keeps the body stable and functioning properly. It constantly adjusts signals in your body to maintain balance. And that's one example of how a system works inside your body.